What up, folks? Welcome to Nerd Report. We have a press conference we are going to be going over right now that just hit, or it's currently live. So we're going to be going over it. I'm going to share it with you, and I have a big announcement coming up. I need everybody to comment on this video. I really need your help right now. It's a call to arms a little bit. A serious issue has erupted that's out of my control. Hopefully you guys are getting notified here. And here we go. This is the latest information. What's up, Jennifer? Jennifer, I need you to stick around, and everybody to stick around. Jalissa, to keep the conversation going. I could say this channel's being under attack. Yeah, so I need your help. I'm gonna disclose what happened. I am safe, stuff and stuff, but I really need your help, folks. And I think the best way to do it is probably hit that Patreon in case something happens to this channel. Something is happening. I'm going to disclose it in a bit.
Team. We have every technical specialist.
You guys hear this or no?
Working to resolve this issue and to find the root cause. I implore everyone to not disable the messages on your phone. This is extremely frustrating, painful, and scary, but these alert tools have saved lives during this emergency. Not receiving an alert can be a consequence of life and death. As we continue to work on the root cause, I ask everyone that gets an alert,
I guess people are shutting down their alerts.
If they are in an evacuation warning or order, to go to alertla.org, lacounty.gov/emergency, or dial 211 for assistance. The mapping is accurate on where evacuation warnings and orders exist. Again, this is my top priority. This is the top priority of my partners at the state and at FEMA with the public alert and warning tool to resolve this issue as quickly as possible and identify the root cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to make this very short because we've got a full list of people that want to present today. You're going to hear information from our insurance commissioner, Ricardo Lara. Thank you for being here, about how residents can get connected to insurance support to recover and rebuild.
Folks in the community, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, everybody in the community. I need you to keep the conversation going. I have an announcement. I need everybody to follow me on X. I'm going to put other alternatives. Please do not come in here and say I don't do X because I don't like Elon Musk or whatever. We need your support right now. Follow me on X. I have a big announcement. Follow me on all the other platforms. Any mods here, share it. Folks, it's a big thing. I really need your help. It's an SOS type of thing for the community. We have 69 people here. Follow on X right now. There you go. And Rumble. Folks.
And I was up in the Alpena area last night, and the common question was, how do I navigate the insurance process, and will I be able to get insured again? And so I felt it was important for us to hear from our insurance commissioner, who's been very engaged on this issue. And then I just want to say to everyone, you know, I've been out and I've heard from my residents, and I think we've all had someone impacted by this fire. I keep saying it, you are not alone. I talk to families that have lost everything and they don't know where to go. And as the supervisor representing that district, but also as a chair, I speak for this board. We are here to support you, and we will be here for the long road to rebuild. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Bass to say a few words.
Thank you, Chair Barger. All of us here are working urgently and around the clock to confront this ongoing firestorm. And when we are on the front lines, when we're in the command posts, when we're in the Emergency Operations Center, we carry with us our friends and neighbors. That is what this fight is all about. It's about those friends, neighbors, and loved ones who have fled their homes, those who have lost their homes, those who have lost their lives. To all Angelenos, we are fighting hard for each of you. So here's our city update responding to this natural disaster. LAFD battled all night on the Palisades fire, the Hearst fire, the Kenneth fire, and airdrop efforts, thank goodness, continue. LAFD also responded to and extinguished fires in Pacoima, Hollywood, Studio City, and more. I do want to let everyone know that Griffith Park, including Runyon Canyon, will be closed through Sunday. Yesterday, President Biden pledged his full support for response efforts, including FEMA reimbursement 100% of our disaster response costs. FEMA also launched resources and support for Angelenos impacted by these fires. Visit disasterassistance.gov to apply. We have worked with the governor and Sheriff Luna to secure the National Guard, which will back up and free up our firefighters and police officers and play a key role in securing our evacuation zones to keep people safe and to protect against anyone thinking of taking advantage of this tragedy. People from across LA, the nation, and the world are asking how to help. Yesterday, I spoke of the California Community Foundation's Wildlife Recovery Fund, and today I'm grateful to share that within 24 hours, they have raised $2.5 million from 4,000 generous donors. Visit calfund.org. I also mentioned that Airbnb has been working through the 211 online portal to provide free temporary housing. Now, the demand has been extremely high, and Airbnb has increased their commitment to providing emergency assistance for now 25,000 evacuees, first responders, and others impacted by the fires. Visit 211la.org to get connected. With so many homes and
Once again, I need your help, folks. Stay on. I have an announcement. I'm being accused of something. You all are being accused of something that's not fair, and I'm going to announce what it is. It's in this community. It's you guys in this community. I need you guys to be active in the chat right now more than ever and to stay on and stuff. You've all, with me, have been working your ass off to build this channel.
businesses lost, we are already putting plans in place to make sure that we aggressively rebuild. My office is leading the city effort to clear the way. Red tape, bureaucracy, all of it must go. This will be an enormous undertaking, but we will be ready for it because we will not rely on the old way of doing things. For this recovery, we will have, like we have done in other areas, we shake up the system and move forward with new strategies and policies. I don't believe that there is anything that Angelenos cannot do if we stand together. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce LA County's 3rd District Supervisor, Lindsay Horvath.
Good morning. I want to first start by thanking our first responders who were focused in the Topanga region yesterday and responded swiftly to the Kenneth fire. Incredible action from firefighters who are giving multiple fires absolutely everything they've got. Initial reports led our department to serious concerns, but we have the absolute best, most experienced teams leading our efforts. And even with the most challenging circumstances and terrain, they have been able to deliver. Next, I want to express my deep frustration with the alert system that is causing confusion and additional panic for our communities at this time of extreme crisis. Whatever the cause, it is unacceptable, and it is being addressed now by the county's Office of Emergency Management, as Director McGowan described. We'll be investigating what happened, how, and why at every level in our exhaustive after-action process to ensure it is corrected. There is a reason why we have redundancies in our communication system. Crises require them. Please sign up for alertla.org Visit emergency.lacounty.gov and tune into local radio and TV. Our LA media partners have done an incredible job getting the word out, and it's why we hold these press briefings. In terms of overnight updates in the communities I represent, we had a small brush fire of under 5 acres in Pacoima that the fire department knocked out quickly, and we thank them for their bravery and their swift action. The fires continue to have air quality impacts throughout the Los Angeles County region. A smoke advisory has been extended through Friday. To limit exposure, please remain indoors as much as possible, avoid outdoor physical activity, and run your air conditioner or air purifier if you have one. The Department of Public Health's Chief Deputy, Dr. Anish Mahajan, is here and can help answer questions about air quality. The strength and resolve of Los Angeles County residents, as well as our extraordinary first responders from every level of government, as well as our private citizens from across the country and right here in our own county, will be the way we get through this unimaginable tragedy. Thank you. I'd now like to welcome up LA County Fire Chief Anthony Maroney.
Thank you, Supervisor. So good morning. The Eaton Fire, current estimated acreage, 13,956 acres with 3% containment. We still have 4,000 to 5,000 structures that may be damaged or destroyed. Once we do our damage inspection reports, we'll get a more accurate number for you. We currently have 1,527 firefighting personnel remaining assigned to this incident. The LA County Fire Department is in unified command with the U.S. Forest Service, the LA County Sheriffs, along with the Pasadena, Arcadia, Sierra Madre Fire Departments, and the Pasadena Police Department. Yesterday afternoon, the fire in the Eaton Canyon did make a push towards historic Mount Wilson. This observatory is okay, thanks to the efforts of the firefighters and observatory staff, and no buildings have been destroyed at Mount Wilson. A firefighter did suffer a significant fall injury yesterday at the Eaton fire. He remains hospitalized. He's resting comfortably, and he's in stable condition and expected to make a full recovery. The cause of the fire remains unknown, and we will advise the media once we get the cause determined. We are appreciative to our many mutual aid partners from out of state for providing assistance to Los Angeles County in our time of need. Thanks to the increased number of resources assigned, the region is in a much better posture than we were earlier this week. And I have been advised that mutual aid resources from Canada are arriving now. The National Weather Service predicts that the red flag will continue through Friday or continue today through 6 p.m. However, our priority is also going to be to prepare for the next red flag event that is predicted to begin on Monday. I would also like to provide a brief update on the Kenneth fire that erupted yesterday near the Victory Trailhead at the border of Ventura and Los Angeles counties. Thanks to the quick action of—
Once again, we are being accused of something on this channel. It is quite serious. It involves everybody that's here, Astrid, everybody, Nova, I just to name a few. I need you to stay on. I'm going to address the issue, and I need your help to elevate your voice. I woke up to some really terrible accusations. I'm working on it right now. I'm going to be announcing it after this conference. I need you all to keep the conversation going in the comments, please.
First responders and aerial assets. The fire has been stopped. It's currently at 1,000 acres. We have 35% containment, and no structures are reported damaged or destroyed. One important topic I want to talk about is that we did have a drone incursion yesterday at the Palisades fire. Unknown exactly what time this small drone hit the wing of our CL-415 Super Scooper aircraft that we currently have on contract from the province of Quebec. The pilots were unaware that they hit the drone. It wasn't until they landed at Van Nuys Airport that the maintenance staff noticed that there was a fist-sized hole in the leading edge of the wing inboard of the landing light. That Super Scooper will be prioritized for repair. 24/7. It should be flying Monday. We only have 2 of them. Everyone should know, all of your viewers, flying a drone in the fire traffic area is not only dangerous, but it's illegal. We do have our federal partners behind the scenes are going to be implementing procedures to be able to follow drones in our 2 large fire areas, and they will be able to identify who the operator of that drone is. The most important thing to know is that if you fly a drone at one of these brush fires, all aerial operations will be shut down. And we certainly don't want to have that happen. Before I close, I would like to thank Supervisor Barger and Horvath for their unwavering support and leadership. I would also like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of first responders who continue to place themselves in harm's way to protect our residents and property. Thank you. I would now like to bring up Fire Chief Kristen Crowley of the Los Angeles City Fire Department.
Heads up, this community is being accused of something, folks. I will be posting it on X, my personal X, what it is in a little bit, and announcing it here. Stay tuned. Follow me on X, please. I don't want to hear that you don't have X. If you don't, there's going to be alternatives. Where we're going to put it. But meanwhile, I need you all to go to the X. This is very frustrating, and honestly, I want to quit. And the only reason I'm not going to do it is because of you all. But I can't do this anymore. I can't. I need all the regulars here at Nerd Report. It's call to arms. I know not all of you are here. Meanwhile, I need you to go on Nerd Lecca's X. Cultural call out is sharing the link. You could also go on Patreon. It's free. It's not a paid Patreon. And Rumble. In case we don't make it through this stream.
Thank you, Chief Maroney. So I'll just be providing a brief update of the overnight operations of our fires. So Palisades fires. This fire was currently tracked at 20,438 acres with 3,073 personnel assigned. Crews worked very, very hard overnight, strengthening our containment lines and addressing multiple spot fires in and around the Topanga Canyon area. Resources responded to the area, included our air assets to aid in the containment efforts. Due to the favorable overnight weather conditions and the diligent, and I'll focus on the diligent work and effort and commitment of our first responders, we can report that the Palisades fire is now 8% contained. Wind gusts are expected to increase in daylight hours that will test our containment lines. Our firefighters will continue to respond to any flare-ups and increase our containment lines. Evacuation orders remain in place. The Hearst fire, due to more accurate mapping and acreage, has been updated to 771 acres with 37% containment. All evacuation orders and warnings have been lifted. The Kenneth fire, forward progress has been stopped with 35% containment at 1,000 acres. All evacuation orders and warnings within Los Angeles City have been lifted. I personally want to make sure deepest gratitude to all of our Los Angeles City firefighters and all of our partners as we've been battling these fires for now. We're going into day 4. Thank you to LAPD for assisting us in keeping our communities safe. And lastly, thank you to all of the agencies who have come to aid during this time of help. And it absolutely does not go unnoticed. Thank you.
Yeah, now Sheriff Robert Luna. Thank you, Sheriff.
Good morning to everybody. This morning, we have well over 500 LA County deputies that are assisting continuous with evacuations, traffic control, security patrols, and other humanitarian efforts. They're out there. I hear people calling me. They see a lot of black and white police cars rolling with lights and siren. They're out there working. That's what they're doing. They've been actively patrolling evacuated areas and are increasing their presence to deter any burglary or looting activity that may occur. Just to summarize on evacuations for all the fires that we're dealing with, Evacuations orders stand at approximately 153,000 residents that are under evacuation orders and approximately 57,830 structures at risk. And then evacuation warnings, approximately 166,800 residents under both warnings, or I'm sorry, those are just specifically for warnings. What I want to go to next, and we started talking about this last night, is
Things are not good, Wendy. There's something you all are being accused of on this channel, and I think everybody should be offended at it. I'm going to be announcing it in a little bit on the video. Stay tuned. And I need you all to go on X, Rumble, Patreon, or all the alternative of Nerd Report, all the alternative platforms. I'm exhausted. And to wake up to this news,
a curfew. A curfew order has been established for the Palisades and Eaton Fire areas in all mandatory evacuation zones. That will be in effect. It was in effect last night, and it's going to be in effect tonight at 6 p.m. So it ended at 6 a.m. this morning, will take effect again until 6 p.m. I'm emphasizing that to our media partners because part of this is communicating to the public. You cannot be in these affected areas. If you are subject to arrest. That is important. We're not doing this to inconvenience anybody. We're doing it to protect the structures, the houses that people have left because we ordered them to leave. And I want them to feel confident that we are doing everything we can to secure that. This curfew will be strictly enforced and is being taken to enhance public safety, protect property, and prevent any burglaries or looting in the area that the residents have evacuated.
okay, we're watching the press conference, but I'm going to announce it now. Folks that have been here, you regulars, you've seen that I've been on 24 hours a day, up to 4 videos a day, working my ass off. You've seen my channel get shadow banned. Finally, these past few days, I've been seeing a bump in views. Thanks to you. YouTube is accusing me of buying fake views. That's right. They are saying that everyone in here is a bot. And they've demonetized some of the videos. So when they would shadow ban me with crap ass, no views on topics that I know were good and not send views here and shadow ban me, nothing's wrong. But now that I have views or that we have views, something's wrong. I've shared a link on the comments. That is the tweet. Head over there on that Twitter link, share it. I'm asking YouTube to review it and say in the thread, I am not a bot. I'm a real person.
The only people that will be allowed in these areas are disaster workers. Okay. I just want to make that clear because we have other people trying to get in there. And by the way, media partners who have legitimate media credentials, yes, you may enter those areas unless it's very, very unsafe and somebody tells you not to for that reason. Again, just specifically, anyone found in violation of this curfew will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor offense under LA County Code Section 2.68320, and conviction may result in a fine.
That's right. Everyone here is fake. That's what they're saying. You got to go on X and share that. I'm not a bot. They think I'm buying. It's like if my channel is getting fake views, that's YouTube's problem. I don't know. I can't control that.
$1,000 or jail time. And I'm telling you right now, I know people talk about no bail, and I've given direction that if somebody's caught doing this, they are not going to get cited and released. They're going to get booked. We are not screwing around with this. We don't want anyone taking advantage of our residents that have already
Please
been,
share
victimized.
that post, guys.
The National Guard deployment. As many of you are aware, we asked for the National Guard. I'm very thankful to Governor Newsom and the State Office of Emergency Services that fulfilled that request. As of last night, we've had National Guardsmen assisting us. They arrived last night and deployed to the Eaton Fire area, and we're assisting with road closures and critical infrastructure protection. As additional Guard personnel arrive, and they will be in the next 12 to 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department will strategically coordinate their deployment with other partners, such as the Los Angeles Police Department, Pasadena Police Department, Santa Monica Police Department, Azusa, and Arcadia. Those are the requests we have now. That may grow. We'll adjust as time goes on. I want to make sure that if anybody needs updated information on either evacuation orders or warnings or road.
Here's my tweet, folks. You all are being accused of being fake followers of mine. Hello, Team YouTube. I hope that's the right thing. Okay. After years of hard work, often putting 12-hour days, I've finally started seeing growth in my channel's views. However, you flagged my channel for invalid traffic and removed my monetization. I can swear under oath that I'm not involved in any form of traffic boosting. These accusations are not only incorrect, but they are insulting. Please review and resolve.
Closures, they go to lacounty.gov/emergency. And with that, I am going to be introducing Assistant Chief Dominic Choi from the Los Angeles Police Department.
All right. Good morning. On behalf of the Los Angeles Police Department, I just want to extend our deepest sympathies to all those affected by our fires. And that includes many of our own LAPD officers who've lost homes and property in this fire. And they continue to serve these communities. And I appreciate all their work. I have a number of important updates for all of you today. And I'm going to start by an arrest that was made late yesterday afternoon. So yesterday afternoon, the Kenneth Fire started at the border of West Hills in the city of Los Angeles and Ventura County. At 4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody. And once we learned that this suspect was a possible arson suspect, our Major Crimes Division responded to Topanga Division, along with Ventura County sheriffs, who was the lead in the Kenneth Fire investigation. But they responded, they interviewed this suspect. After the interview and additional investigative steps, looking at some additional evidence that was present, they made the determination that there was not enough probable cause to arrest this person on arson or suspicion of arson. And therefore, this person was arrested on a felony probation violation. This investigation is ongoing, however, and I'd like to thank those community members that were involved in this and helping us bring this person to our attention, and so we can have an ongoing investigation. The second point I want to talk about is for any of those people looking for loved ones or missing people related specifically to the Palisades fire. Now, the county is also doing this for the Eaton fire, but for the city of Los Angeles, we've stood up a family assistance center. This center is located at Chevy Hills Recreation Center, and it's at 2551 Motor Avenue. It's going to be open today from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will have 10 officers there ready to receive anyone who needs to report a missing person related to the Palisades fire. We will also have the American Red Cross, the mayor's crisis response team.
YouTube's just assuming because the videos are getting views. It's the fucking fire, dude. Everybody's talking about it. That it must be fake. You know what? Investigate Mr. Beast.
LA County Medical Examiner's Office and the LA County Department of Mental Health. They will be there to help support, answer questions, and provide information as necessary. Again, I just want to emphasize this is for missing people related to Palisades Fire. This is not for any other issues related to the fire. LAPD and our law enforcement partners are actively maintaining law and order in the areas impacted by the fires. We're patrolling these areas to deter criminal activity and to continue to ensure public safety. Today, we're deploying 210 officers in these impacted areas. This deployment includes our partners from LA Port PD and LAWA PD, and I'm thankful for their support. Again, protecting our homes, businesses in evacuated and vulnerable zones are our priority.
Exactly. That's how they get
and we will
stories to
continue
disappear.
ensure
They
no
shut
one takes
down the real
advantage
coverage.
of these situations. You've heard this message before, but I'm gonna say it again because it's so important and so critical.
Folks, tag
Looting
YouTube on your
has zero
tweet, please.
tolerance. Looting or exploiting in the disaster areas will not be tolerated. Anybody caught looting or committing crimes in the affected areas will be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We'll remain vigilant and patrol these areas and ensure that we can mitigate any activity like this. And again, if you haven't already done so, you will start seeing in the city of Los Angeles, the National Guard being deployed at the Palisades Fire. Their role is going to be traffic control, managing roadways to ensure access to affected areas is restricted to authorized personnel only. They're going to be manning critical infrastructure security, as well as doing checkpoints and verifying credentials for those for ingress and egress. And lastly, these measures controlling access, they are necessary. I just want the communities to know they are necessary for public safety and for proper community recovery. They are inconvenience, but it's something that we have to do. Residents are encouraged to call 911 if they see any suspicious activity. Law enforcement, National Guard, and other first responders are here to support this community and ensure their safety in a difficult time. Our commitment remains steadfast to restoring safety
Thank you,
and
Astrid.
normalcy as quickly as possible. Your cooperation and resilience from the community are greatly appreciated. Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman.
Once again, views on this channel are finally up. I get a letter from YouTube saying that invalid views, most of you guys are bots. They're accusing me of buying views. I have no idea how to do that. I've dropped a link. Please tag YouTube as well. It's on Twitter. Get their attention. Ask them what's up, man. For years, I don't get views here. Now I finally get views, and it must be, bots. You're all a bot. Terry, you're a bot. Wendy, you're a bot. Lee, you're a bot. Jessica, you're a bot. We're all bots. I'm a robot. Lisa Boo's a bot. Everybody bot. Buddha bot.
Thank you and good morning. The district attorney's
According to
office
YouTube,
will be
we're all bots.
considering up to now 5 different types of cases that will eventually be presented from law enforcement. Let's start with arson. If it is determined that there is a man-made and intentional setting of any of the fires involved in this situation, the people who committed this arson will be arrested, they will be prosecuted, and they will be punished to the full extent of the law. Right now, obviously, law enforcement and the firefighters are focused on containing these properties, saving lives, saving homes. But eventually we will get to the causes of those fires. And that part, the DA's office will be working with law enforcement to go after anyone.
They just answered. They say they want an appeal. I could write an appeal. Why? They just asked. This is important for you. Do you think your AdSense is disabled due to invalid traffic? The first step you need to do is appeal. Dude, okay, here's the appeal. I need all 100 of you to say that you are a real subscriber. Here you go. We need you to share it and tag them. Why do I have to appeal? There's the link.
Who is guilty of the crime of arson. Second types of crimes. If people are going to violate this curfew restriction and they get arrested, they will be prosecuted. Let me back up what the sheriff has said. In order to protect the homes of people who've been ordered to leave those homes, the sheriff, the Los Angeles Police Department, and local law enforcement is going to be working overtime to protect your home. In that way, if you violate the curfew, you will be arrested and then you will be prosecuted by the district attorney's office. Third issue, looting. Looting is a despicable crime. For the people who've already been arrested, please know that this is not going to end well. You will be punished to the full extent of the law, and I'm sending this warning message out again. If you want to take and go ahead and take advantage of people who have tragically suffered enormous losses in this county, the district attorney's office, working with law enforcement, will make sure you are arrested, you are prosecuted, and you are maximally punished. Drones. If you're thinking that it's fun to send a drone up in the area for your own amusement, or you want to get information that nobody else can get, and you do it in one of these areas that for which drones are not permitted, I'll repeat one more time. You will be arrested. You will be prosecuted. And you will be
YouTube telling me to appeal on X is unacceptable. It is your job. I dropped the link in the comments. It is your job to fix if there's fake viewers, man. Why is it my responsibility to prove that you are real? The people talking, they think you're fake.
punished to the full extent of the law. And the last type of crime that we'll be looking at are scams, and we're already seeing them. We're seeing people being targeted in GoFundMe scams by people who are trying to entice people to give money to people who have suffered, when the people who are arranging this GoFundMe page are nothing but scammers. You must be aware of who you are being approached by and who you actually can go ahead and give your money to if you want to help them. We're going to see that eventually with insurance scams. We'll see it with government benefit scams. And yes, they are going to target the people who have been tragically affected, and you cannot allow them to do it. I would suggest that if you want internet resources and who to give money to, go to recovery.lacounty.gov. It has a whole list of organizations that you can, if you want to, contribute to, and it does it in both English and Spanish. Also, you can go to the LAFD.gov's website as well. But my message to the public is beware. These scammers look at this as an opportunity. Do not let them take advantage of you. And one more message to the scammers: you will be arrested, you will be prosecuted, and you will be punished to the maximum extent possible. I'd like now to introduce California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara.
Thank you. Before I begin, I want to publicly thank the insurance commissioners from across the nation and the international insurance supervisors who have offered assistance and support during this difficult time. My heart goes out to my fellow Angelinos and to the firefighters currently battling these blazes. Let me be clear, my top priority is to protect all affected people during this crisis and assist in their insurance recovery. My primary concern at this very moment is to ensure that wildfire survivors receive the insurance benefits to which they are entitled to as soon as possible. I understand that this may be new and the extent of the calamity here in Southern California, and compounded by the insurance and financial stresses that these wildfires have caused. However, at the Department of Insurance, we have been confronting wildfires and other natural disasters throughout our entire state for a very long time, making us, unfortunately, response experts. Now is the time for you to focus on your family and on your health. The last thing you should be worrying about is your insurance. Here's what I've done to protect our wildfire victims to date. I am using my moratorium power to stop all non-renewals and cancellations. Last night, I issued a bulletin to protect homeowners affected by the Palisades and Eaton fires from non-renewals and cancellations by your insurance companies for 1 year under a moratorium law that I wrote while I was serving in the state Senate. This covers you even if your home wasn't destroyed or damaged in the wildfire. You can visit insurance.ca.gov to look up your zip code if you are near these wildfires and obtain that protection. I'm also calling on insurance companies to suspend any pending non-renewals and cancellations that homeowners received before these fires started. This means that if you've received a non-renewal from your homeowner's insurance between October 9th and January 7th, essentially 90 days, your insurance company should do the right thing and retain you as a valued policyholder. I call upon all property insurance companies to pause these non-renewals and cancellations and provide essential stability for our communities, allowing consumers to focus on what's important at the moment, their safety and recovery. In my notice, I also urged insurers to extend the payment grace period beyond the existing 60 days for policyholders in areas directly affected by the wildfires, enabling Angelenos to pay their home insurance premiums amidst the challenges that they are currently facing. And if your policy was not renewed, or if you don't have coverage, please call us at 1-800-927-4357. We can help you find additional solutions. I have also directed my department's enforcement team to protect Angelenos from fraudsters targeting wildfire survivors and to assist with the ongoing evacuation efforts. My department has moved quickly.
Once again, this channel, you, the community, has been warned that we're all bots for some reason. YouTube has issued a warning saying that I'm demonetized on some of the videos, or demonetized because of bot farming or getting invalid views. That's what they call it. I've gone on X. I'm dropping the link right now. Please share. I've gone on X and asked them what's going on. I need you all to share. I'm dropping the link right now. Let them know you are a real subscriber. Here's my tweet. Hello, Team YouTube. After years of hard work, often putting 12 hours a day, I've finally started to see some growth in my channel's views. However, you have flagged my channel for invalid traffic. That means you all are fake. And removed monetization. I could swear under oath that I'm not involved in any form of traffic boosting. These accusations are not only incorrect, they are insulting, and they're insulting to you. Please review and resolve. They're trying to shut the channel down. That's all I could say. Head over to X, subscribe to the X, head over to Rumble. Let them know you're a real person. They're trying to determine whether or not you all are real. What is going on?
Insurance support workshop on January 18th and 19th at Santa Monica College, followed by another event the following weekend.
I haven't appealed yet. I haven't appealed yet, Jennifer, because listen, I'm tired. I don't feel like I have to appeal nonsense. I have had times where like there's one viewer on this channel, obviously shadow banned. and I have to eat it. Now that there's views here, they're questioning there's views. Folks, have I worked for this? I have bought hours and hours of no sleep to bring the coverage of this fire to you all. Thank you, Silban. Hi, YouTube. We are real. We love Lewis. We're nerd troopers. Here you go. I brought hours to bring the views here, the content to you, with mostly no result. Now that I see a minuscule of success, thanks to you all, I'm under investigation. Go to Rumble, folks. Please. Nerd Report, Rumble. I mean, I have no other alternative to say that. I love you, YouTube, but you don't love me back. What else can I say? And then they want me to appeal?
City College. We will have experts.
I know
from
you
our
guys
staff
have my back.
and representatives from insurance companies.
If you really do
available
have my
so-
back, then please head over to the X account, Twitter, subscribe, follow me there, share that link, and also go to the Rumble and Patreon, because if I could be shut down right now and you guys can't tell because my videos will be up. It'll look like I'm still on.
Homeowners can obtain answers and take the action they need in one convenient location. Again,
You're
call
not
us at
blacklisted, but you're motion.
1-800-927-4357 to schedule a one-on-one appointment with our experts. Related to health, I've issued an additional notice to all California health insurers directing them to submit emergency plans to my department. These plans must detail how they're going to ensure that consumers can continue to access essential medical care and obtain their medications
you,
in
Sean.
the wake of these disasters. I've been in constant communication with our county leaders, governor, the legislative leaders, and our congressional delegation to identify best ways to expedite our recovery, reduce wildfire risk, and build a more climate.
D-Nice is sharing the Rumble. I may take the coverage of the fire to Rumble, not because I want to, because I'm forced to. They may shut down this channel as far as I can tell. I'm being accused of buying views. Okay? I could swear under oath I have nothing to do with buying views or know anybody that buys views or heard of buying views or know anything about buying views. So if the way I've heard that works is that they're fake people in the chat. So you guys are fake. How come I could ask questions to these bots there? I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight you, Lisa, but there's only so much I could do. You know what I mean? Now I want to worry about bringing content to you all. I don't want to be worried about being accused of bullshit. Are they upset because I said the mayor's incompetent? Is that what they're upset at? Is that what they're upset at? I don't know. Everyone's saying that though.
Resilient state and communities. Making homes and communities safer from wildfires needs to be a top priority for our state. Looking forward, I'm going to ask the governor and the state legislature to support my proposal to provide consumers with home heart.
There in that tweet, I'm sorry to keep interrupting, in that tweet, which I'm sharing right now, where I'm asking them what is going on, share it. They've answered and they're saying to submit an appeal. Why? Why is it that every time if I get shadow banned, it's okay, but if I get views, I have to submit an appeal justifying why I'm getting views? I'm getting views because I'm working my fucking ass off, man. People are telling me to stop. People are telling me to sleep, dude. They're telling me to go to sleep. I'm working. When you work, you get the views. I should not have to submit an appeal. Please go and tell them that. Why should I have to ask them? Kindly ask them, be respectful. Why should he The bots are coming from YouTube's angle. I cannot control if somebody's sending fake views, if that's the issue. Plus, they're not. You guys are real. Press 1 if you're real.
Grants. We need to put money in people's hands. This measure is critical to protecting homes
The
and
appeal's not
improving
going to work.
long-term resilience against wildfire risk. We are also going to be introducing legislation to include businesses in our moratorium law. Businesses are an important consumer of insurance and the financial backbone of many communities, and they also need this vital protection. Newly enacted insurance reforms are now in effect to make insurance rates more stable and predictable. My sustainable insurance strategy mandates that insurance companies expand and maintain coverage in high wildfire areas if they are going to use forward-looking catastrophic models and incorporate the reinsurance cost in the rate making, which my department just finalized in December. Why is this important for our residents? It ensures that Californians in wildfire-prone areas retain access to insurance.
Folks, if all of a sudden, like it looks like I stopped making videos, it's not. That means they shut the channel down and they're not letting me make videos. If the channel's gone, that means they canceled the channel. Everyone here, spread the word of the other platforms I'll be on. I'll be on Patreon, which is a free, Rumble's free, and X, and Instagram, The Nerd Report. And I'm also on TikTok, Nerd Report on TikTok. And tell everybody what the deal is, because I will be talking about it there.
And brings competition back into the market and ultimately lowering the cost. Without these measures, insurance companies may continue non-renewals, leaving communities at greater risk of underinsurance and total loss of coverage. Even with these devastating wildfires, I want to be clear, I am confident that these reforms will keep us on track.
Did you all get notified for this video, by the way? Did you guys get notified?
Modernizing our insurance market, encourage insurers to return and expand in California, and protect the solvency of our market. We remain the largest insurance market in the nation, 4th in the world. Our goal is to ensure they remain financially solvent and can honor the claim that will stabilize our insurance market in the long run. Now, let me just quickly address issues surrounding the insurer of last resort, which we call the FAIR Plan. It has become clear that reforms are necessary as the coverage maximums have not changed in 30 years. I recognize that for some Californians, the coverage limits, even the ones that we've already implemented, are still very low. Under my strategy, we have also ensured the creation of a stronger, more sustainable FAIR Plan with the long-term financial strategy to withstand the challenging fires we are experiencing today. Let me be clear, once the fires are brought under control, we will get data directly from the insurance industry and the FAIR Plan about claims filed, as we have that we have on all the other fires that may or may not happen. We are focused.
The thing is, it's offensive to say you all are bots. It's offensive to me. It's offensive to you that I'm buying traffic for monetization when I get penny off $100, man. I'm not even making money here. I don't even know how I sustain. And then they want me to appeal it. Like, show me your papers, you know?
On maintaining the FAIR Plan's financial health while getting people back to the regular market where they belong. In closing, our actions are focused on ensuring that the insurance companies meet their commitments to the consumers, that Californians are protected, not just in this crisis, but beyond. We are here to help. Please call us. We speak multiple languages in whatever language you feel comfortable. Insurance can be complicated. We are here to help you decipher your policy and help you understand what your rights are as consumers. Please call us at 1-800-927-4357, or you can use our live chat feature on our website at insurance.ca.gov. Together, we will get through this, I can assure you, and thank you.
LA County Assessor Jeff Prang.
Good morning. Right now, government is very focused on bringing these fires under control, but in the coming days, the focus will return to recovery. Initial reports suggest that 10,000 properties have been damaged or destroyed, with hundreds more likely to be discovered in the coming days. I appreciate that property taxes are not high on the list of things to worry about right now, as so many are focused on housing and safety, but financial issues will soon become a major issue for the victims of the fires. Under California law, if your property, your home or your business has been damaged or destroyed, you may qualify for property tax relief under the Misfortune and Calamity Program. This program allows my office to reduce your assessed value of your property, which is what your taxes are based upon, to reflect the damage. Here are the key details. To qualify, the damage needs to exceed $10,000, and you must file a claim within 12 months. Once filed, we will investigate and verify the claim, determine the cost to cure, and then reduce the assessed value effective the date of the damage occurred. The reduction remains in place until the property is repaired, rebuilt, or undergoes a change in ownership. It does seem clear that we may need legislative help to ensure maximum benefits to victims, and I'm glad some legislators are here today. We look forward to talking to them about making some of those fixes. The filing of this claim also facilitates coordination with the Treasurer Tax Collector's Office, allowing taxpayers who pay property taxes directly, that is not through an impound account with their mortgage lender, to defer their current year property taxes without incurring penalties or interest. We are working closely with our county partners to identify impacted properties and will assist homeowners and businesses through every step of this process. For all claims, we aim to do that, process them as quickly as possible. Once the tax roll is updated, the auditor controller will recalculate the taxes. If you're due a refund, it will be issued, or if taxes remain owed, an adjusted bill with new due dates will be sent. My staff who's here has handouts with a lot of the information these programs detailed. I did want to also emphasize that you should not pay anybody to access these services. My office provides them all for free, and we can be reached at assessor.lacounty.gov or at 213-974-3211. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you for that
US
donation.
Fire Administrator Dr.
Thank you for that
Lori
donation.
Moore-Merrill.
Good morning. Thank you.
Let me know if you received this. I hope it helps to prove we are not bots. Exactly. Some of you sending donations, they think you guys are fake. How does that even work? The Nerd Motion? The Nerds in Motion? Hearts for the Nerd in Motion for supporting the channel. Once again, folks, I woke up to a banner across my channel stating that this is invalid traffic that I'm getting. Finally, I'm getting views on YouTube, and now it's invalid traffic. Have I been working my ass off? Half of you are telling me to stop, to take a break. I finally see results. I finally see results on YouTube. And this it's invalid traffic that we're going to limit your monetization. Judy has sent a massive super chat. Thank you, Judy Wright. Hearts for you. Fill this place with hearts. Retweet here. I've addressed them on Twitter. I need everyone here to let them know that we are real. We are real followers. We are real people. We are not bots. I am not buying followers. Here's my tweet. Hello, Team YouTube. After years of hard work, often putting in 12 hours a day, I have finally started seeing growth in my channel's views. However, you have flagged my channel for invalid traffic and removed monetization. I can swear under oath. I swear under oath. I can also do it in court of law that I'm not involved in any form of traffic boosting. Traffic boosting would mean you guys are all fake. These accusations are not only incorrect, but they are insulting. Fuzz, thank you so much. We are real people. Yes, we are. You're a real person. YouTube was, I'm finally getting views. Our hard work has finally starting to pay off. And then I get this. Folks, how many times have I told you, or how many times have you seen that I've broken a story and I get 2 or 3 views on it, only to someone to copy the story 3 days later and get 300 or 400 million views out of it? I've been shadow banned. And finally, I'm breaking out of the ban. And now they, oh no, this, I don't know. I'm sorry. Is it, what? They answered back and they're saying, they're telling me, hey, appeal here. Why? Why do I have to justify that my hard work and your hard work is bringing in views? Why do I have to justify that? Cultural Callout says, real money from a real person who met Lewis in real life. Exactly, brother. Thank you so much, Brandon. Brandon, you know I've struggled with fucking views here. This is insulting to you. Head over there, and if you think it's insulting to the community, let them know on X. Say this is insulting to the community. If you agree with me. Appeal's not going to work, Wendy. They're bots controlling these things. They are the bots.
Thank you. FEMA and
Why
the U.S.
should I
Fire
appeal, though?
Administration
I
remains
am
on the
gonna
ground
appeal.
to support the
I am going to appeal, but please, do you agree with me? Why should I appeal? I did the work. You've known, Oz Vander has known me for almost 30 fucking years, man. This dude right here, where I'm sitting right now, Oz, you used to sell records and call up just record stores to distribute vinyl. In this place I am sitting in right now, exactly, talking about Yeah Louie and Star Wars. Best of times.
response and recovery efforts here for these fires. And I just want to have a reminder, as the mayor said, President Biden, through a major disaster declaration, has committed to cover cost associated with these fires at 100% for 180 days. For those,
why doesn't Mr. Mr. Beast or whatever appeal? Isn't he the guy that's being investigated? Why do I have to appeal? Do I have to break some sort of law to be legit with you? More? Don't even get me
who are
started, man.
affected and individual assistance, you can go to disasterassistance.gov, or if you prefer to call someone, speak to someone directly, it is 1-800-621-3362. Our hearts remain with those who are affected, and certainly with the firefighters who continue the fight on the front lines. Helen, I'll turn it back to you.
Closing remarks by Chair Barker.
Thank you. In closing, I just have to say that this is called One Voice, and it's One Voice because while it's focused on unincorporated Altadena and I know Palisades and Pasadena, we're working with our state and our federal partners to ensure that we are providing all the resources necessary.
Janie says, bots can't send money. According to them, they can. I don't know how that works. But that's a very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. Janie, thank you. Hearts for you in the comments. Also, Astrid has sent 5 gifted memberships. Sounds like a real person, this Astrid, Janie, Cultural Call Out, Fuzz, Judy, the Nerd in Motion, Seal Bond, and everyone in here. You guys are all real people. Thank you, Astrid.
So I want to acknowledge people that are here today. Supervisor Holly Mitchell, our colleague who's here to support us. Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo, Santa Monica Mayor Lana Negrate, Assembly Member Jess Gabriel, and Assembly Member Jessica Caloza, who are here. Did I miss anybody? I think that's.
I know you
So,
all are trying.
again, I want to thank you.
This is a major corporation, and they're gonna be like, they don't give a shit, man. They only give a shit. I'm a small channel, man. I ain't shit. Head over to Rumble. Head over to Patreon. There it is, Johnny Manzano, my friend for a long time. Again, I'm gonna read this, Johnny. I sent this on X. I need everybody to retweet it. This is a situation we are all being accused of. I said this on X. Hello, Team YouTube. After years of hard work, often putting in 12 hours a day, I finally started seeing growth in my channel's views. However, you flagged my channel for invalid traffic and removed monetization, which at this point isn't even that much because they don't pay. I can swear under oath that I am not involved in any form of traffic boosting. These accusations are not only incorrect, but they are deeply insulting. Please review the issue and resolve it. I need everyone to share this on X or Twitter or whatever, and let them know you're a real person.
You all. And with that, we're going to take maybe one question because I know we've got to run out to Altadena, but go ahead.
Okay, why don't we go? Can we just, Supervisor, I'm so sorry. We'll just get a couple over here. 2 or 3. We'll do, by the way, we will do one-on-one interviews afterwards, okay? I will help you get the information you need. Go ahead.
Thank you. My question is for Mayor Bass. Jonathan Migliotti with CBS News. Yesterday, you asked for the public's patience as you assess the response. As you well know, then millions of people receive false alarms. It's been acknowledged here in this room that many may now be deactivating their alerts on their phones.
People deactivating their alerts on the phone because of the false one yesterday.
Altogether, we have red flag warnings still in effect. They will resume again next week. There is no rain in the forecast. What are you doing at this point to earn back people's trust?
Oh, shit. Good question.
Don't happen again.
Well, first of all, I think that that was addressed at the beginning of the press conference by Kevin McGowan.
I would like that from you. I don't.
Nice.
You're the top official here.
So let me just be clear. I am going to spend every moment that I can making sure that I am in as many areas as possible, meeting and talking to residents to see what is needed in the recovery. But I also mentioned that we're moving into recovery mode at the same time, meaning that we want to see the city rebuilt. We want to see Los Angeles come together. Let me finish. We want to see Los Angeles come together.
They're silencing. Did you hear that? They're silencing the reporter. They're not letting him talk. They're muting him.
No rain in the forecast. What are
He
you
wants accountability from the mayor.
doing at this point to earn back people's trust and to make sure these mistakes don't happen again?
Well, first of all, I think that that was addressed at the beginning of the press conference by Kevin McGowan.
I would like that from you. I don't. You're the top official here.
So let me just be clear. I am going to spend every moment that I can making sure that I am in as many areas as possible, meeting and talking to residents to see what is needed in the recovery. But I also mentioned that we're moving into recovery mode at the same time, meaning that we want to see the city rebuilt. We want to see Los Angeles come together. Let me finish. We want to see Los Angeles come together.
Yeah, but you're deflecting. They muted they're muting the reporter, man.
I want the residents of Los Angeles region to have
I don't know
faith
anybody with
in what we are
Oh.
doing 24 hours a day. I can say on behalf of our first responders from the fire department, the police department, we are doing everything we can to bring the situation under control, and success has been reported. We know that we're going to have a possible increase in the force of the winds at the beginning of next week, and getting
winds are
Los Angeles prepared, doing everything we can to save lives. That is our number one job, to protect people's homes, to protect people's businesses.
Thanks for the
and to
donation, Ellie.
prepare to rebuild Los Angeles in a much better way. We're going to stand united. We're going to stand together, and we are not going to allow politics to interfere. And we're not going
This isn't politics, man. We ran out of water. You defunded the fire department. How is that politics? If this was Trump's people, I'd been pissed off too.
homes, to protect people's businesses, and to prepare to rebuild Los Angeles in a much better way. We're going to stand united. We're going to stand together, and we are not going to allow politics to interfere, and we're not going to allow people to divide us
She's
for
deflecting.
political gain. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Baskin. Over
What?
here.
Bob DeCastro from Good Day LA, Fox 11. Just to follow up on that, because even after yesterday, that errant
Good on the reporters for pushing it. They're going to get banned by YouTube too, probably.
message was sent out to Los Angeles County, some 10 million people. Overnight, people were still receiving many messages, and we were even fielding calls from our own newsroom from people as far as San Bernardino that were receiving calls. You have no idea why people are getting these alerts and being startled in the middle of the night when they're already on edge in the Inland Empire. Why has that happened? You have no idea. And you also ask that people verify and get onto a website. Not everybody has the ability to jump on a website when they're panicked to try and figure out whether or not this is an actual alert.
Thank you, and I appreciate the thoughts you're sharing and the question. I would take a second to explain how the alert system works. There's an interface, and you activate that interface with what type of an alert you're going to send: an evacuation order, an evacuation warning, and you identify a geographical area. After you initiate that message package is sent into what is the Integrated Public and Alert Warning System aggregator. That then transitions, I'll call it for lack of better terms, into a cloud that connects with all of our cell service providers. The root cause analysis is trying to establish where along that sequence there is an error going on. And in addition to that, it is important to understand that the cellular phone towers have different reach in how they're activating the message to the cell phone. And so it's a common phenomenon that there's a term called bleed over, where a cell phone that may be in a different jurisdiction or a different area is receiving that message from a cellular tower that may be geographically in a different space. So right now, our number one priority is to establish how we can work with in coordination with our federal and state partners, how we can stop the messages that are going out right now that are not being initiated by human action.
By the way, Lori Ann says much love and hope this gets resolved soon as it can. I don't know if it is. Again, I know it's a pain in the ass to ask to get another app, but if you guys really do like my coverage, subscribe to Subscribe to my X, which the link is in what I've shared. Subscribe to Rumble, Nerd Report on Rumble. The link is being shared in the comments. Subscribe to the Twitch. I don't know what else to tell you. But the Patreon.
To stop that and then understand how that occurred so that the tool can still be used for what was identified as like a critical fire weather that we're still in experiencing and will continue to experience.
So can I just follow up on that? The bottom line is we are going to drill down because I too got the alert. I got 2 alerts and then I got an alert telling me to disregard the alerts. And, you know, as someone who has communities that are on edge, that are lined up, and I'm sure Mayor Gordo has the same situation going on as well. They're on pins and needles thinking that they're next. So we're drilling down right now. And the way it's described to me is there are towers that are now powering up and it's up in this cloud. It's kind of like when you send an email and it goes into draft. And then once you hit internet, it gets sent. Similar. But my question is, why can't we turn it off? And the answers we're getting are not satisfying. I'm not making any excuses.
Yes, they're blaming me for something I'm not doing.
And it is
exactly
frustrating.
I'm
because
not
we are
buying
asking
fucking
people to
bots,
trust us,
man.
to
That's it.
believe us
That's
when we say
offensive to
evacuate.
you all and
So if we're going to tell them
me.
to evacuate, we better make darn
They
sure
think I'm a
we're targeting
dishonest
the right
person,
people.
man, and they
So
think
don't
you
think
are
we're taking
fake.
this lightly.
They
I'm
think-
not.
Basically, they're saying that a lot of you people here are fake. That's the way I take it.
And I know that my residents aren't.
They're
So
they're
I hear you loud
investigating
and
and
clear.
see if you
The
guys are
frustration
fake.
you're hearing from me is based on the frustration I'm hearing as well from my constituents who are asking, when we get it, is it going to be legitimate? Should we listen or should we ignore or disable altogether? I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And I told Kevin McGowan that to tell people to go on a website when they may not have access to an internet is absolutely absurd. And that is, quite frankly, not something that I am recommending. Obviously, for those that want to find out where the evacuation centers are, or I mean, the evacuation locations are, they can go on there and it is an accurate map. But I'm not going to tell people, if you get the alert, go on and check. I mean, I think that we need to fix this problem so that, in fact, when an alert goes out, it is a legitimate alert that people can listen to. So I hear you. I hear that criticism. I personally, when I heard it, didn't feel that I was going to tell people, well, if you get it, just go on a website. They can, but that's not going to satisfy the frustration that people have. So I just want to make it clear to you.
Thank you, Chair Barger. We are at time. We're over time. Thank you. We will do one-on-ones. If you need assistance, please come see me or a member of the team. Thank you, speakers, again. Thank you all for attending.
There you have it. Sorry, folks. The press conference was sprinkled with bull crap, false accusations and stuff. But what could I do? I don't know. Trying to see if there's more updates on the fires. Rick Caruso slams Karen Bass. Los Angeles County Sheriff announces curfew. LA emergency officials apologize for evacuation alerts that were false, that were wrong. Biden's being criticized for the fire away remarks during his press conference. I don't think that was a big deal. There's I'm gonna go ahead and rest again. We are YouTube went ahead and sent me a note claiming that I'm buying views, folks. That's the latest. And I've tweeted here to them and see if I'm going to appeal, but they think I'm buying views because finally, folks, how many people, you guys know that I've been working hard on this topic. You can retweet. You can retweet my tweet here. Let them prove it. They just assume, man, and they ban you. Look at the views here. They're awful now. I'm shadow banned again. Says hello YouTube. After years of hard work, often putting 12-hour days, I've finally start seeing some growth in my channel's views. However, you flagged my channel for invalid traffic and removed monetization. I can swear under oath that I'm not involved in any form of traffic boosting. These accusations are not only incorrect, but they are insulting. Please review. I'm going to get some rest. Thanks for